Welcome to the World Drone Market channel. Today, we'll be demonstrating the wiring process for the SIYI RTK and SIYI N7. This video will be divided into 3 sections. What materials will we be using for this setup? How to wire it? What settings should be checked on the remote controller? What materials will we be using for this setup? The product installed and debugged this time is the SIYI RTK package, with the flight controller being the SIYI N7. The cables used, from right to left, are as follows: MK15S.bus cable, TELEM1 telemetry cable, URT1 and E2C cable, RFD900X telemetry cable, SIYI N7 power module, and FTDI USB cable. The remote controller is the SIYI MK15, with telemetry through the RFD900X, a TATA battery, and a Hexoon EDU 450 frame. How to wire it? First, mount the N7 flight controller on the frame. Connect the ESC signal wires to the PWM ports on the SIYI N7 in a crisscross pattern. Next, connect the S.bus port of the MK15 to the RCIN port of the N7. This cable comes with the MK15 and uses a GH 1.25 3-pin connector on the MK15 side and a 3-pin DuPont connector on the N7 side. Connect the telemetry port of the MK15 to the serial 6 port of the N7. This is a custom-made cable with a GH 1.25 4-pin connector on the MK15 side and a GH 1.25 3-pin connector on the N7 side. Now, install the SIYI RTK module. There are 2 ports on the top of the module for the main and auxiliary antennas. Connect the 2 antennas to the SIYI RTK module using the supplied cables, with the main antenna on the right side of the drone's front and the auxiliary antenna on the left. Connect the URT1 and E2C port of the SIYI RTK module to the GPS port of the N7 using the URT1 and E2C cable. The SIYI RTK module uses a GH 1.25 6-pin connector, while the N7 GPS port uses a GH 1.25 10-pin connector. the RTK antennas on the provided brackets. Connect the RFD 900X telemetry module to the TELEM1 port of the N7. The RFD 900X has a 6-pin DuPont connector, and the N7's TELEM1 port uses a GH 1.25 6-pin connector. Finally, connect the power module to the battery. The power module will supply power to the flight controller, the power distribution board, and the MK15 receiver. What settings should be checked on the remote controller? Open the QGC app on the remote controller, where you'll see that the flight controller and receiver are connected successfully. Measure the y-axis distance between the two antennas and the distance from the main antenna to the flight controller. Use the FTDA USB cable to connect the computer to the telemetry module. Open the MP ground station and configure the RTK parameters. Initially, the flight control parameters will show that GPS is not detected, so the following parameters need to be set. GPS type, 25. EC3 SRC1 YA 3. GPS MB1 type 1. GPS MB10FS 0.42. GPS POS1 0.21. After setting these parameters, return to the flight screen, and you'll see that the flight controller has detected the RTK module. Since we're indoors, the GPS will show a "not fixed" status. Wiring complete. Thank you for watching. For more content, stay tuned to the World Drone Market channel. See you in the next video.